Hey, what is going on, Fault fam? It's your boy Skynet, and welcome back to another guide for Fault Elder Orb. In this guide, I'm going to be teaching you about the different kind of wards, why wards are important, and how and when to use wards. First things first, what is a ward? A ward is an item that when placed on the map gives you vision of enemies who come into its range or line of sight. For example, if an enemy is hiding behind a wall, you cannot see them. But if you have a ward placed behind that wall, the enemy is revealed. Easy enough, right? When an enemy is revealed through a ward, there will be a specific sound to alert you. The enemy's icon will then appear on the map where they are located, and you'll be able to see the enemy's outline through the wall.
Come to me.
In Fault Elder Orb, there are two different types of wards. There are Shadow Wards and Sentry Wards. Shadow Wards sit in the shadow plane after they are placed on the map, making them invisible to the enemies. Shadow Wards are only revealed through specific items, passives, and enemies who can enter the shadow plane. Sentry Wards sit in plain sight on the map and can be seen by the enemy. Sentry Wards will remain on the map until destroyed or their timer runs out. First up, we're going to talk about Shadow Wards, starting with the Stealth Emblem. The Stealth Emblem allows you to place a Shadow Ward on the map, granting vision in a 1500 unit radius. The ward lasts for 90 seconds at level 1 to about 150 seconds at level 18. The Stealth Emblem recharges every 270 seconds at level 1 to about every 90 seconds at max level. The Stealth Emblem also holds a maximum of 2 charges. What's great about the Stealth Emblem is that it is completely free and everyone automatically has it equipped at the start of the match. The Stealth Emblem is dedicated to your trinket slot, which by default is bound to your G key. The next item we'll be covering are Shiny Bangle and Scrying Stone. These two items are mainly used by supports and have passives that are tailored to the support role. What makes these two items special is they also have an active which allows the user to place a Shadow Ward on the map. The Shadow Ward from Shiny Bangle and Scrying Stone lasts the same amount of time as the Stealth Emblem. These wards have a cooldown of 150 seconds and hold a maximum of 2 charges. One thing to note is each player can only have one Shadow Ward out on the map at a time. If you place on another Shadow Ward when you already have one out on the map, the first one will automatically go away. So please don't waste Shadow Wards by putting out 2 in a short period of time. Up next, we're going to cover Sentry Wards, starting with Radiant Pulse. Radiant Pulse is completely free and dedicated to your trinket slot. You can equip this item at any point during the game, which will then replace the Stealth Emblem. Radiant Pulse allows you to place a Sentry Ward on the map, which will ping in a 2000 unit radius, revealing hidden enemies as well as other wards hiding in the shadow plane. Radiant Pulse will last for 10 seconds, but could be destroyed sooner by an enemy. During the 10-second lifetime of this ward, Radiant Pulse will ping every 1 second. Anything pinged by Radiant Pulse will be revealed for 2 seconds. Radiant Pulse recharges every 120 seconds at level 1 to every 60 seconds at max level. Radiant Pulse has a maximum of 2 charges. The main reason Radiant Pulse is used is to de-ward or destroy the enemy's Shadow Wards. Doing this denies vision to the enemy, putting them at a disadvantage. Radiant Pulse can also be used to reveal and hunt down Kalari.
Enemy has been slain.
Now, let's talk about the Sentry Ward. This allows you to place a Sentry Ward on the map, granting true vision in a 1500 unit radius. True vision means anything in its radius will be revealed, whether it's a Shadow Ward or an enemy in the shadow plane. This Sentry Ward stays on the map until it is destroyed by an enemy. So essentially you can have this ward up the entire game as long as it does not get destroyed. Sentry Wards cost 75 gold and take up an item slot when purchased. Each player can have at most 2 Sentry Wards on the map at a time. Now that we talked about the different type of wards, now we'll talk about the importance of wards. Wards are important because it gives you vision, which is extra information. If you cannot see the enemy, you don't know what their plans are, whether the enemy is trying to catch you off guard and gank you, or if the enemies are grouping up to do a major objective like Raptor or Orb Prime. Having vision is important because it allows you and your team time to respond and counter. Let's talk about where to use wards. The best places to use wards are in high traffic areas and major objectives like Raptor Pit and or Prime Pit. Also, you want to place the wards at major intersections on the map, especially jungle entrances. Placing wards at these locations is efficient because it gives you a lot of information based on which direction the enemy is spotted. A good tip for placing wards is to use the visible sentry wards on your side of the map, and use shadow wards in enemy territory since they are difficult to spot and invisible to the enemy. Also, very important information coming from a Fault developer is your team can have 15 wards on the map at a time. Don't believe me? See for yourself.
Sure, you emphasize that you can have 15 wards on the map at a time. Sure, you emphasize that you can have 15 wards on the map at a time.
Each player is allowed 3 wards on the map at a time, 1 shadow ward and 2 sentry wards. Since there are 5 players on a team, that makes a maximum of 15 wards per team on the map, not including Radiant Pulse. Thank you all for watching my ward guide for Fault Elder Orb. If this video helps you in any way, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you want to see guides for all the roles in Fault Elder Orb, such as mid lane, carry, support, off lane, and jungle, I will have a playlist on the screen ready for you to click on and watch. Thank you all for watching. I'll be seeing you next time.